real good. Believe me, after 30 years of doing these things, it's extremely difficult to get replacements on short notice. And we think that we're going to give you a first-class clinic. Having been a high school coach, I know any time a person doesn't show, it's a disappointment to someone in the audience because you make a special point to come. You can always call the office, but as I say, we didn't know until yesterday about 2 of them. And Eddie Fogler called very embarrassed when he changed jobs. He said, "Hey, I've never canceled a clinic in all the time I've worked with you, and I'll do one free for you, but I can't do it this time because of the job change. I would never cancel out the recruit." Well, it just happened that he had this job change and he had to go. We were fortunate enough to get Charlie Spoonhauer to come in. He got in here today. He's going to leave early in the morning. He's got to go out on the road again. And that's our problem. Recruiting is live again, and getting coaches to drop what they're doing and to come in is not the easiest thing in the world. I sincerely believe that you will get your money's worth before this clinic is over. We'll have to make these announcements from time to time to catch everyone. How many of you in here have not heard Ernie Hobbie speak? You're in for a treat. You look at the program, we even have it scheduled in the morning opposite Norm Ellenberg, so people can listen in the morning also. Here's a man that started out as a coach. He worked on the same staff as Hobbie Brown. When Hobbie was a high school coach. He gradually became smarter and became an elementary principal. He recently retired. He's gone around the country for many years working multiple camps. He's worked with kids. He's worked with high school people. In fact, I think someone out in the Midwest had him out here not too long ago. And he also has worked with colleges and the pros. We call him in and ask him to work with certain individuals. Ernie has some very good ideas about shooting, and you can hear him more than once on this program. I'm just going to turn it over to him. He doesn't want to use a microphone because he wants to move around a little, so I've asked him to speak loudly. We're trying to put this on videotape. For those of you that can read, you have a newspaper, you can see that we have the Science of Coaching lecture series. And we're making these tapes available at a very nominal cost. We're making contributions to the terminally ill, the Make-A-Wish Foundation for terminally ill children. And we think it's going to be a great cause, and we're able to help those young kids also. So this will be on tape, and in a few weeks it should be ready. I'd like to introduce you at this time, Ernie Hobbie.
Started yet, and he said I have to stop when he gives me the sign. It's a pleasure for me to be out here in Chicago, and I hope that our session will be worthwhile. It's interesting. Everyone's an expert in shooting. I've been to camps all over the world. The first camp I did, by the way, I don't know how many of you were there, was in 1949. Anybody around in 1949? Okay, one of my prize students was a guy named Rosie Greer. You guys know anything about a name, Rosie Greer, or you're too young for that yet? He was a football player for the Giants and the Rams. He's out in Hollywood. He's in movies. But that was the first one. So this is my 6th decade of doing basketball, camps, shooting, etc. And honestly, I enjoyed as much today as I did back in 1949. I'll tell you how much I enjoy it. Tomorrow I'm going to be 63 years old. And my kid, I have 3 sons and a wife, and they said, "How can you leave us on your birthday?" And Mom said, "Hey, basketball's always been first." But really, it's just something that I enjoy. And I don't stand here in front of you telling you I know it all. I can only say this: I've been around a lot of people, a lot of players, and I've learned a lot. And I'd like to share that with you. I would apologize for one thing. If any of you read the article in Dick Vitale's magazine on the shot doctor, they had some very negative things to say, quoting me that I didn't like this guy and I didn't like that guy. And I was very upset. But Dick Vitale wrote me a nice letter and said, "Ernie, hey, I didn't write the article. You know how reporters get going, and everything's okay now." So he said something that Hank Slider and Ernie Hobbie have mutual content. Hank Slider and Ernie Hobbie do not have mutual content. We get along fine. We're both old folks, and we never say nasty things about anybody over 60. see me in the morning. And I mean that very sincerely. I have a stable of kids back in New Jersey that parents call me to work with their kids. Many times it's free, sometimes there's money involved. Most of the time it's free. And I get a local high school gym and I'll work with kids. And it's unbelievable what you can do with a gym and 2 basketballs. My kids do push-ups on the 2 basketballs. They put them on the floor and they do push-ups. The girls start on their knees. They do a push-up on one wall, which is really tough. See, a lot of kids don't have, weights are not accessible. So they'll go and they'll get on a wall and they'll push from a wall, putting the basketballs on the wall like so. And this is really great because you're building strength in your arms and fingers. And you do it on the floor, you do it on one ball, you do it on 2 balls. Also, and this is not shooting, but this leads to it. We do 2-ball dribbling drills every single day. We take 2 basketballs and we do the cross. We start under the basket, we dribble out to the center of the lane, and we go out to the right a couple steps, back to the center, up to the top of the key, back to the center, out to the side, back to the center. It's like a big cross, but you keep coming back to the center. We change. We go high-low with the ball. We go real low. We'll back up. We'll spin. Then we'll play city blocks using the paint. Every time you get to a corner, you change your dribble. And we go from corner to corner. Tremendous. Coaches, instead of having kids just run all the time, make them take a ball with them. You know, it bothers me. You know, they say, well, he's 6'10", he can't dribble, he can't pass, all he can do is rebound. Hey, where does it say a guy's big or small can't do certain things? Every day, my guys do the 2-ball drill. They also do the drill where they're coming down, dribbling 2, and without stopping, make a pass to the left and go in and finish the play with the right. And if they do it with the left this time, the next time they're dribbling, the pass goes to the right. And we do so much with the 2-ball drill. Little Bobby Hurley at Duke came, we spent about, I guess, almost 2 days working on the 2-ball. I'm not responsible for Bobby Hurley, please. I don't want you to misunderstand that. Bobby Hurley is one of the hardest working kids I've ever known. When he and Danny, brother, were little kids, and I used to do clinics at his father's camp, they used to fight over who's going to throw the ball back. It was like a big event. Hey, we want to throw it back. But these 2 kids just work and work and work. They're gym rats. And that's why Bobby's going to be in the NBA next year. And that's why all the scouts rate him very highly. I worked with the Pan American team, and I got a little bit of the Olympic team. And I'll tell you something. Hurley he wasn't the Pan Am team, but he had the pros going crazy. This past May, I was with Magic Johnson and Shaquille O'Neal in L.A. Spent a week out there. And Magic told me that little kid was too much for him to guard. He said Stockton couldn't handle him either. So, and he's not 7 feet tall, folks. He's 6 feet tall. He weighs 170 pounds. When he came out of high school in 2022, he was 139 pounds. How do kids get good? You know, I tell people this, hey, success comes before poor work. In one place. Where? The dictionary. It's the only place success comes ahead of work. Work always has to come first. So if you get into work habits, working with basketballs, you can accomplish a lot. You don't need the weight room. I'm not against weights, don't get me wrong. I'm a little concerned about the guys that get so muscular. And for you folks, how many of you are from the Chicago area? How about this? I'll give you a little story. My son played for Tom Penders at Fordham University. After his father told him, all my coaching friends tell me you should go Division III because you're really not big enough or strong enough to play Division I. Dad telling son, go Division III. And my son was very upset with me. One of the coaches who told me that was Bill Rapp, the announcer, who was at Seton Hall then. And Jimmy Bayon, who was at Syracuse. And I do the Syracuse game. Guess what? Jerry made the team at 40, and they beat Syracuse in the Meadowlands. And Jerry was 12 for 12 from the foul line. They won by 1 point at 20 points, and Bayheim went nuts. And I said, Jerry, did it bother you that he kept calling timeout? He says, no. I kept seeing his face right in that rim, and I kept saying, in your face. So he had 12 for 12 from the foul line, shot 88% that year as a freshman in college. Now, you folks from the Chicago area all love Michael Jordan. You know how good my son was? This is really funny. And I'm just being facetious. Jerry played against North Carolina in the Stanford tournament. Guess what? Jerry covered Michael Jordan and played much better than Michael. So badly, Michael lost the ball, blah, 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 blah. Michael didn't make the all-tournament team. My son did. Not a joke. That's a bad joke. It was written up in Sports Illustrated. Jerry Hobbie, Cabbage Patch Kid from the Bronx, outplays Michael Jordan. I don't know if you saw the article. 1984, January issue. If you don't believe me, you can look at it. But I'm just trying to show you what a little scrawny kid can do if he works. I've got girls back home. Hubie Brown and I go back a lot of years. Hubie went to school at Niagara. Somebody called him, would you work with my daughter? Hubie says, you got Ernie Hobbie there, he'll help your daughter. So they wanted to give her a birthday present, a lesson with me. I said, look, Hubie's friend, I'll do it. We spent an hour and a half shooting, working with this girl. This girl won 3 games this year. 3 games she won at the buzzer with either a jumper or a 3. 1 game she got fouled and they were down a point and time had run out. She made them both. A girl that shot 50% from the foul line, and they called me. And guess what? She said, please don't tell my coach. My coach gets very upset if some of you experts come in here and try to help us with our shooting. So we didn't say anything to the coach. She shot 81% from the free throw line. And her mother called me and thanked me. I said, well, let me tell you something. I didn't do it. Megan must have done it. She worked and worked and worked. I can't tell you the number of letters that come to me from kids who attend clinics. And I write back. There, I answer every letter I get. And I have tons of them. And I say, you know what I tell the kids? I didn't make you a good shooter. I didn't make you a good shooter. You made yourself a good shooter. I don't care how great a coach you are. Don't ever think you're responsible for making kids good. You could be the best. I know we take credit, don't we? So many times, my player did this, my player, and I sound the same, don't I? But I tell everybody, I leave you the ingredients, and it's up to you to use the ingredients. Now, I have to tell you this. There are kids who have unusual shots. Remember Jamali Wilkes, every which way? Nobody could help him, but he was a good shooter. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Little Heather Dahman, whose father is the assistant coach at Northwestern here, attends Fordham University. She's like this high. And she has a shot, kind of brings it up from the hip. We work with her freshman year just to finish high. I don't care. This is where she's comfortable flying. This girl led the nation in three-point percentage shooting as a freshman. She shot almost 60%. And her dad called me, gee, thanks, Ernie, you helped us. I said, hey, Heather works like you know what. I didn't do it. Now, we're going to build a house. When you build your house, you start on the top floor. Where do you start when you build a house? Anybody?
Foundation.
Foundation. And that's where shooting is. And coaches, when you have a player taking a wild shot, it's usually when they're off balance with this thing. You don't get upset if a kid takes a high percentage shot and has good base, good balance. And I tell kids, remember the 3 B's. The 3 B's. Base, balance, and butt. You can't play basketball unless you stick your butt out. If you don't stick your butt out, it's going to be right where it is, right now where all of you are. It's going to be down, it's going to be watching. Think about it. And you play defense without sticking your butt out? Can you rebound without sticking your butt out? What can you do in basketball? I don't care what it is in basketball, dribbling, passing, shooting, defending, rebounding, base, balance, and butt out. And when I go around the world, believe me, and I see kids leaning, you know what I call kids, boys or girls? Oh, your name's Eileen. What do you call me Eileen for? I said, well, you're shooting like this, Eileen. Eileen to the right, Eileen to the left, Eileen back. And the pros do it. When I met Buck Williams, he was living in your town, right, Bob? Buck's weight was back on his left foot, all on his left heel. This way he was shooting. Not that he's so great now, but at least he's in the 70s. Believe me, balance is one of the secret ingredients. You know, your role as a coach is so important. You have to understand what your job is. Your job is to prepare me. I'm playing for you. You've got to prepare me to be successful. And it's amazing. Sometimes we get confused about our role. The kids don't perform, and we're ready to choke them to death. And you've seen the coaches who grab kids, cursive kids. I know they love them and they want to win. Hey, I was guilty when I was a young coach. Boy, I hated referees. You know, referees. I used to tell them, I hope they bury you guys face down so you all see where you're going. And then later, they'd say, one and all. Say, right. And one of my good friends is a director of athletics at Rutgers, Freddie Gruninger. He was refereeing one of our games one time, and he got there late and he says, hey, Ernie, hold my wallet. I mean, we're friends, right? He makes a bad call, and I'm ready to kill him. He says, you sit down, I'll cost you a tee. I said, Freddie, how could you do it? Boom, technical foul. I take the wallet out and I throw it out. His wallet. Now, he doesn't know whether to go get the wallet or hit me with another thing. He says, you're out of here after I get the wallet. And I was. He threw me out. But I deserved it because I lost focus of why I was there. Now, it's like the story. The circus comes to town, and I'm not a joke teller, but it'll be real quick. And the line is so wild, they get an expert. This guy said, hey, I can tame any line. I'm tough. That line will be eaten out of my hand. The line destroyed this guy. So he said, maybe we better use another approach. So they had about 3 or 4 people come in, and they all got wiped out. So now they advertise, and they get 2 people. One's a guy with some experience, and one is a beautiful woman. Absolutely gorgeous. No experience. Now here's a line ready to rip up the place. And the guy said, okay, who's going first? The guy said, well, let the lady go. Excuse me. So the beautiful woman's ready to go. And they said, well, you've got to disrobe and put this red satin robe on. Puts the robe on, they stick a whip in, and she goes into the door, and the door catches the robe. Boom! She takes a step, and the robe is gone. And there she is. And this line is like wild. Pretty soon he flops over, and he starts licking her shoe, her feet, and he's purring, and the guy can't believe this. So he turns to the other guy and he said, hey, can you do better than that? He says, you're darn right. You get that line out of there and I'll show you a thing or two. It's what our role is. I mean, that guy knew what his role was. He wasn't going to mess with the line. You know, and some of you guys play against each other, right? Teams. And coaches, 2 coaches from the same conference, every year, this one coach would win. He'd beat this guy no matter what he did. And they used to go hunting and fishing. So once they go, this is an Al McGuire story. They go hunting. And they don't see a bear in sight. They come back, they put their guns away, and they go out to the woods and they say, I can't believe this. We came up here to hunt. You kill me in basketball every year. Now we're up here as partners to hunt. I mean, to hunt a bear. We can't find one. Just then a ferocious bear comes out. And the one guy that's getting whipped all the time in basketball starts running like him. He's going. And the other guy says, where are you going? You can't outrun the bear. Yeah, but I can outrun you. And away he goes. But coaches, don't kill kids because they can't succeed. Willie May said to me, I play golf with Willie. Willie says, I don't believe in Little League. You send a little kid up there, his knees are shaking, and the pitcher's about 6 feet tall, 12 years old.
and he's throwing the ball from 45 feet. That kid doesn't have a chance to hit the ball. And you as a coach, you send that kid out and you haven't prepared him properly. I go up to practices all the time. You do it. I know you do. Okay, we're going to shoot free throws. Charlie, you shoot. Hey, Charlie's going to shoot a free throw. If he doesn't make it, we're going to run suicides. How many do that? Come on. Come on, don't be afraid. Hey, major college team. And Charlie's getting ready. You don't have to shoot it, Charlie. Get ready. What do you think the other 11 guys are doing? They're already lining up. They know he's going to blow it because he's a bricklayer. Why give Charlie the ball if you know he doesn't have a chance? You want the guys to run? Tell them to run. But don't do. And you know what the coach tells me? This one coach, one of my favorites. Charlie's my defensive specialist. He works like Dodger. The heck with a defensive specialist? Where does it say he has to be the defensive specialist? Teach him how to shoot. I'm going to give you some basic drills. Basic drills. I guarantee. I don't say maybe or I hope so. I guarantee. Guarantee. The kids who do these drills every day will be better shooters than the ones who don't. Every kid. I had 7 kids last summer. Every kid either broke the record in his high school, set some kind of record. How about the kid that killed you? Roger Ash. Nobody wants to recruit him. What did he get from the final line against you? 11 out of 12 in the last quarter. His father told me he shot almost 90% from the foul. He made 45 of his last 46 free throws during the season.
This is the last game.
This is the last game, okay. Did he get 22 free throws that game? 20 out of 22 or something?
Yeah, 34 points.
34 points. Now, I'm not bragging about me, but I'm just saying, these kids who work, it pays off. 7 of those kids either held the school record percentage. One kid got 42 in a game. I didn't do it. I'm telling you, kids work. Every day we get the gym for 2-3 hours, and these kids come in and out, in and out. And we do these drills every single day. Here's the number 1 drill. Number 1 drill. Bounce the ball in the shooting hand. That's easy. Look, I tell everybody, spread the fingers of the shooting hand. Spread the fingers of the shooting hand. Relax. You can't put the thumb down. You can't do this. Just spread, relax. Put the ball across the seams in the well. Look how balanced the ball is. Take this finger, index finger, and make sure there's a space. Look what happens. Now the ball is resting on the 5 finger. Isn't that easy? Look, that's all it is. Now, when you get your stance, stand here and just holler. If you're right-handed, your right foot is slightly out, put the left foot in the instep. Look at it. Slide it out to shoulder width, no wider. Bend your knees, get your butt out. Here you are. Now you're ready. This is the first drill we do. We call this the Statue of Liberty drill. And where do we do this drill? Under the basket, as close as we can, so it forces this action. We want the toes to push into the floor and the heel to come up, and we want the ball, watch the elbow, go up, and then we want this, we want that pose. That is so important. We don't want this action in shooting. Any science teachers here? Who's a science teacher? The law of reaction, where there's a force in one direction, there's a force in the opposite direction. So in basketball, we want everything north-south. Push down, and it'll help you get strength up. We push east and west, we're going to get counterproductive energy. We don't want that. Okay? So the first drill we do is as close as we can to the basket so that we can extend and hold that pose. And we want that high, Mom. I tell kids, you're waving at your mom. You're putting 5 fingers in the basket. And folks, This is the basket, and you're shooting from over here. What are you going to look at? What do you sight? Touch it. What are you looking at? Okay, good. What are you looking at? Where? Touch it. Okay. How about from straight ahead? What would you look at? Yeah. I have coaches tell me, I have the kids look at the inside rim. The piece of cake that you want is closest to you. The closest point on that rim, that's the piece of cake that you want to hang your 5 fingers on. And I have coaches tell me, well, don't you teach the 2-finger method or the 1-finger method? And I get so upset. See, it's funny. When God made me, he put 5 fingers on his hand. So I'm not going to worry about it. If that ball's balanced, and I have 5 pads, and I can put 5 in there to get that piece of cake, I'm not going to get confused about 1 finger and 2 fingers. Is this finger on the valve? Or this one's not on the valve? Okay, the first drill we do is in close, and we spend 5 minutes until we get that action. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. I want to exaggerate the elbow coming up so I can break this out. You coaches who teach players to lie down on the floor, I don't know if the table will hold me or not. This is wrong. You don't want pushing this way. This is wrong. This is not a shot. Sit down and push if you want. This is the action you want. Now, step 2, same drills, in the paint, put the devil, this is the devil. Put the devil on the ball. And those 5 fingers point to this. It's the only time the devil goes to heaven. See it? A good test. Good test. When the kid's ready to shoot the ball, go up to the kid. Bob, pull my left arm away, please. Okay, now, if I'm leading the ball here, you've got to pull the left arm up. See, I don't have control. So make sure the shooting hand dominates the shot. This is nothing but a guide. This one goes to the target, and this one stays. And if you have kids who really are not well coordinated, they're really poorly coordinated, and they're not successful, put them on a wall. Honest to goodness, I've never had a kid miss the wall yet. They shoot 100%. I mean, it's great. The kid goes to the wall, you put him in his stance, put him up close. I mean, if he misses from here, forget about it. You got a problem. But put him here, put him in his stance, and get him to start doing that drill. I'm afraid they might throw us out of the hotel. Go to a wall. Get 2 people. You want to stand, please? What's your name? Mike, stand there. Get over here next to me, Mike. Okay, now Mike and I are going to shoot 100% every time. All right, Mike, let's get our stance. You ready? Okay, I'm going to shoot one to you, Mike. How about shooting one to me? Okay, did we miss? Did we fail? No, and all we're doing now, I want to make sure Mike has a good shooting pocket. Good, Mike. Shoot another one. That's great. Isn't that great? Way to go, Mike. So, thanks, Mike. This is so important. You are teachers. Do you like to fail? Who here likes to fail? Come